ma'am. Lieutenant Jones is here to see you. He said that he had an appointment.
Thanks, send him in. Lieutenant Jones, come on in and have a seat. Give me a minute while I grab a couple of things.
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant Jones, I called you in to have a conversation about your job performance during the unit movement yesterday. I am going to refer back to your OER support form that we filled out from the start of the rating period, but I am also going to be using the Developmental Counseling Form to keep track of this session. Do you have any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay then, let's get started. I know yesterday we did an after-action review after the movement, but I would like you to give me your impressions again.
Ma'am, I thought the convoy went okay. I know one of my vehicles did break down, but we were able to get it fixed quickly and get back on schedule. I think it was one of those things that just happened, but I am planning on speaking to the squad leader about why his vehicle wasn't ready.
Lieutenant Jones, I don't exactly see the situation the same way that you seem to see it, and that is the primary reason we are having this meeting. If you recall, one of the things I emphasized from your initial counseling was ensuring your equipment was mission ready at all times. Do you recall that conversation?
Yes, ma'am, I do. However, my equipment was ready, and I didn't have any issues with my vehicle. It was Staff Sergeant Reese's vehicle, and as I said, I intend to counsel him on failing to meet my standards along with yours.
Lieutenant Jones, you don't seem to understand my point. Staff Sergeant Reese belongs to your platoon, and you, the platoon leader, are responsible for his actions. Do you also recall that I mentioned the things a leader checks are the things that are accomplished? Do you understand what I am referring to?
Yes, ma'am. I understand that I should have ensured Staff Sergeant Reese had his vehicle squared away and mission ready.
Good, Lieutenant. You are starting to get what I am saying. Now, how often are you down in the motor pool when your soldiers are conducting PMCS on their vehicles?
I am normally down there at least once or twice during the month when I help my driver. I know the first sergeant said that PMCS is NCO business, so I don't go down there too often. My platoon sergeant tells me everything is being done.
Lieutenant Jones, even though it is not your job to fix vehicles, it is your job to supervise the conduct of PMCS and other equipment maintenance, because equipment readiness is crucial to your platoon's readiness. You are responsible for your platoon, and an important part of your responsibility is to make sure that maintenance is done when it is needed and to the proper standard.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
John, I hear you saying you understand, but what do you plan to do about it? How do you think you should have handled things?
Ma'am, I am not just saying what I think you want to hear. I really mean it, and I will make sure that I am down in the motor pool every time my soldiers are down there. I will also ensure that my NCOs are performing vehicle maintenance to standard.
Good. You are on the right path. Can you think of anything else you should have done?
No, ma'am, not off the top of my head.
John, I need you to understand the reason I place so much emphasis on maintenance is that our vehicles are not going to get any newer, and they're not going to be replaced anytime soon. We need to ensure we are taking care of our equipment and that it is ready at a moment's notice, because you can never tell when the call will come. So it is not enough for you just to be in the motor pool when the soldiers are there. You need to take an active part in vehicle maintenance by supervising and making sure that PMCS is conducted properly, seeing that mechanics are called in when needed. Also, seeing that parts are ordered and status is tracked, and demonstrating the importance of maintenance by your enthusiasm and involvement. You need to be an active role model for your soldiers.
I understand, ma'am.
Well, good. I can see you have gotten the message. Now, I have captured what we have discussed, the purpose of the counseling, the main points we've discussed, and your plan of action for fixing the problem, and put it on the counseling form to ensure that we both have the same understanding. I wrote it down as we were going, so take a minute to look it over, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you're finished. Do you have any questions over what I wrote down?
No, ma'am. I understand and I agree with what you wrote.
Okay. I want you to sign the form in the session closing block and mark the check block that you agree with it. You can also write in any remarks that you may have. Lieutenant, I want to make sure you understand that I will be following up to ensure that you are sticking to your plan of action.
Yes, ma'am, and I won't let this happen again.
Hooah. And unless you have anything additional, I will let you get back to the motor pool.
No, ma'am, and I won't let you down.
Hooah, John. Now get back to work.